Now, I don't know, what's going on, guys? Hey, welcome in. Come on, let's get it.
No, they don't do it like this no more.
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
You know it's all about the
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
Our children start without the
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
Get on your job and start a
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
You can't fall without the
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
You know it's all about the
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
Our children start without the
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
Get on your job and start a
Legacy, legacy, legacy.
You can't fall without the
Hey, I'm Lamont, and I want to give you an exclusive tour of my Smart Barber studio and my multimedia space. 400 square feet in this studio, and I want to just walk through every piece, from the equipment to the things that I use for my clients and to build their experience, as well as my multimedia functions, all right? So first thing first, let's just talk about comfortability. I like to give my clients an experience. My clients have an experience that I want to tap into for all the 5 senses, all right? Starting with comfort. All right, so first thing first, if I have a guy that comes in, a client that wants to unwind, I go ahead and I give them a space to where they can have a massage that's going to tap to all their muscle groups. And man, I get a lot of compliments on this particular massage chair. I get a lot of compliments, and you know, and it gives them a place to just relax and unwind, all right? We're gonna move on to the multimedia production. Now, I am a digital cinematographer, so I like to have the best equipment to tell my story, all right? And so, obviously, you know, because of it, one of those main things is the Sony FX6. I have it on a tripod, on wheels, and I do also have other rigs that I'm working on, but like this is my bread and butter for my A-roll, and yes, sir. So this is my crown jewel. Go ahead and move it out the way. All right, so we got some products that some companies have sent me, and I just need to make sure that I get to this. Obviously, I got the Coco clipper and trimmer. Picked these up at the CT Barber Expo, and man, can't wait to show you guys a unboxing and review of these. I'm actually gonna compare them with another tool set, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I got the self-cut system, brand new. The joint is on a tripod, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break that down as well. Man, that shit is like top of the line, top tier. I try to do everything top tier here. Then we're gonna move on to our art. I'm major on art. I've been an artist since I was a young kid, and so I like anything that kind of reminds me of home. This piece of art that actually was donated to me and given to me as a gift from one of my clients, all right? And yeah, this is, I think, a birthday gift, actually. Shout out to Q for sending this to me. It features all of the, you know, the main comedians that everybody know of. Check it out. One thing that stands out to me about this print is, I think, like, because it has like the barbershop right here and it has that 1930s photo of the young black men, I feel like this is actually supposed to be Chicago. Even though it has all the comedians here and they all from all over the United States. It stands out to me because, you know, we have Michael Jordan, we have some Chicago stuff, and we have Muhammad Ali in the frame up there. And man, so like black excellence is very key. We're gonna move over to this area. You know, I do custom units, and so I got one that I'm working on. I actually gotta prep this one for a client. You never know, like, there's a lot of people walking around with units on, and kudos to them for, like, you know, just trying to be confident. I think confidence is like key. And I think, you know, women can do makeup, hair, nails, etc. It's nothing wrong for a brother to not be bald or to have some versatility in his look. So I feel like, you know, there's nothing wrong with this. I would wear a unit if I had to. And so I like to provide this for my clients to boost their confidence, all right? We have some services that we provide right here. I went to Morono's class at ABS in DC, and man, I learned a lot of services. Barbering is not just about hair cutting. There are like a plethora of services that you can provide that clients are encountering different problems every day, and like we let them walk out the door, all right? And so dealing with bumps on the back of the neck, dealing with you know, shampoo services and doing facials and beard washes. You know, there's brothers out there that are willing to pay top dollar for those type of services. And I feel like we should go back to the roots of this profession. You know what I mean? Like being that barber and not just being a hair cutter. Let's go ahead and go this way real quick. Obviously, if you're a true barber, you're gonna have one of these. It is a steamer, facial steamer. I use this for shampoo services. I use this for facials. And man, this is something that should be in the arsenal. If you don't have one, you should see about getting one and possibly going to learn a class, take a class that's gonna allow you to use this and cater to those experiences I was talking about earlier. All right, follow me to my station, guys. So we're gonna make a pit stop to my shampoo bowl. This is probably about a third of my income. You can make a lot of money behind the chair, but you can also make a lot of money on the side or behind a shampoo bowl, because there are services that you could tap into to help somebody out, to generate more income, and to create an experience for your clients to tap into and like give yourself a memorable services that is going to actually capitalize on your client's needs. All right. You should not be washing hair if the client's hair is dirty. And so like this is something that you got to be using. If you're not using this at least half the week, then maybe you need to look at what you're doing and look at what you could be doing to generate some more money. All right. So, you know, I keep all my essentials here, my capes, my towels. All right. Everything's always clean. I have a lot of capes in here because I don't use the same cape on everybody at all. Like if I cut a client, then they'll get one cape. When I'm done with them, I'll put my cape in the hamper, and then I grab a new cape for my next client. Y'all will cut a whole day with one cape. There's nothing wrong with it if you don't have the means, but if you do have the means, get a few capes for a day, 5-6 capes, so you can give your client, especially like COVID. Remember when COVID happened? We didn't know what to do. We didn't know if it was gonna transfer COVID to our clients. And so I just took that extra step to keep my clients healthy and safe, all right? Also, I don't know if y'all know about these. These are facial sponges. They come in packs like these, very inexpensive, but once you open them up, and we're gonna show y'all what these look like. All right, I'm gonna have these on my affiliate links in the description column. Basically, you run these underwater for a little bit and they start to expand like a sponge. These are meant for like facials. So as you see, they kind of expanded out, and instead of using like a dirty cotton ball or like a neck strip, I like to use these on my clients and to clear up hair and like, you know, clear their face up. I keep them in my hydrocollator, keep them warm so that I can give them to my clients so they can wipe their face off, wipe their neck off, any area that, you know, they feel like, you know, they want to feel refreshed. This right here alone is gonna bring a level of experience that they're not used to as clients. And so I definitely recommend these. They're very inexpensive, and I'm gonna have them in the description link below. Moving on to, I know you guys seen this before. This is called a hydro steamer, and I have this as one of the items that's on my curated list on Amazon. I use this as a steamer for my clients, for a lot of my services in the shampoo bowl. That's why I have it right here. So I can use this steam in a handheld tool, and also I have it on a rolling station to allow me to get closer to my chair, and I'm able to reach more areas with this tool. And I think you guys should tap into this because, you know, this is going to actually give your client something, a wow factor. Not too many barbers have this tool, and it adds to the client experience. All right, we're going to move up here. Obviously, I got a microwave here, but I use my microwave not to microwave food, but just to warm up my towels. And it's right here. You know, to have everything in arm's reach is ideal. Okay, so we're gonna move up to the top up here. Obviously, I got my Egyptian theme going, but also I have candy for the kids. You know, kids love candy, and so it's good to have this as something that you can help, you know, control and also give your kids an experience. Moving over here, we have toys here, man. Like, clients love toys, and so I use this as a bargaining tool, and also something that where my kids' clients can adjust themselves. If they want one of these tools, I got this from Five Below. It's a minimal investment just to help the kids to, enjoy themselves the best they can during their service. So let's go move on to this, my station. Now, this is the workspace, and it's nothing better than having a workspace that has everything you need in it, but it is modern and it has as few tools as possible. Having too many tools and clutter for me is a problem. And I know we all do it because, it's clean right now, but during the day, you got combs, everything's everywhere. So to me, just to have a clean workstation, all right, at least starting, is something that it's good for cleanliness. It's good for that client experience. They're gonna look up there and see everything's clean, sanitary. I know my guy got me. All right, so having a workstation that is clutter-free and organized, and it just makes the world of difference for your clients. All right, so I'm gonna talk about my tools. Here's my Ray-Ban case. I got my Ray-Ban glasses on right now. I like to use this for functions of shoot my videos. Check this footage out right quick. I'm looking around, you're gonna catch my guy James. And so I like to use this. It has built-in AI technology. If I need to know the time, if I need to know some kind of fact that that we're talking about here in the shop, it could be random facts about sports or just some general knowledge. I can ask, hey Meta, what time is it? And I hear it in my ear. So it's good to have these for content. It's good to have these for client experience, and just to have that wealth of knowledge at your disposal at any given time. All right. So moving on, listen, I love my JRLs, very clean. We got a white organized deck right here, and I can't say too many bad things about these tools. However, you gotta look out for these. Supreme Trimmer Company got something special coming, guys. Literally, just to be able to have a tool that has the rechargeable battery, you know what I mean? To be able to have a docking station that's gonna hold your tool and actually hold an additional battery for you. I'm never running out. Why would I have any other tool up here when I know it's a possibility it can run out when I have this tool that cuts well, that is, man. So I love it. I've done other tutorials about this particular tool. You want to check it out, I'm gonna put it in the end card. You can go back and watch that video. This is that tool in white, right? And I definitely have to endorse it. I have a shaver from the same company, obviously. And if you guys, want a tool that is going to do the job, do it quietly with the power that's adequate for what you're trying to do, Supreme Trimmer Company. I use these as a single foil shaver, and I use these often. All right, I use these on my clients. I use them on myself, and just to be able to have it up here and get the job done, that's where it's at. All right. If you guys are interested in purchasing anything in this video, you can check out my affiliate link. I have the Supreme Recharge, also the single foil shaver on the website, and I'm working on other things that I'm talking about on my affiliate link, including the Meta glasses. I have them there, and any other tool. All right, so go ahead and check that link if you're interested in any of the tools that I have here. All right, let's go to the hair dryer. The hair dryer, blow dryer I have is also from Supreme, the ST hair dryer from Supreme Trimmer Company. And I got this mount for it. It's actually in my affiliate link, but I like it because I can secure it to the desk. It goes on my theme, overall white, and it allows me to put my attachments on the station itself with a snug, magnetic function that's going to keep it secure whether I bump the station or not. Also, talking about the dryer, this thing blows. It's very quiet, and it allows me to do some of those services that I was talking about before. If I do wave molding service, y'all know y'all see that, where brother got waves, and you put a product, you brush it down, stocking cap, and I like to use the Supreme ST hair dryer to actually go ahead and blow dry the hair and work in those products so that that client comes out with a very velvety, secure wave. You can see all the waves pop. You know what I'm saying? I love it because them brothers that get their waves done, they love these type of services. And so to have a product that is actually quiet, that's effective, and it does it in a short amount of time, you know, it's good for everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and move over. I got some other things attached to my station. Now I got this little mini trash can for, you know, just getting rid of different things. Like if I got some trash or a client wants to, you got some gum or something, they want to throw it away, I have it right here. You know, I'm able to interact with my client and put whatever's in the trash or anything I'm working with in the trash right here. So it's very convenient to have like this little small trash station here. All right, you can throw trash in here. You can also throw other different types of debris. I sometimes, if I'm, you know, not close to my, you know, my hazard container, I'll break up my razor and throw it in here, and it's just good to have. All right. I also bought these actually from Temu. I have an affiliate link for Temu in case you're interested in getting one of these. But you know how sometimes you're looking for a rag, you're using a product like this, you put it in your hand, you know, and then now your hand is sticky because you forgot to put some gloves on, and now you need to wipe your hands off on something. So it's good to have this attached to your station. It's easy to just pop it right off, you know, if you're moving on to another station or whatever. But just to be able to have something right here on your station at an arm's reach is like ideal. Okay, let's talk about some of the products on my station. Obviously, I got Cool Care. We got to keep everything sanitized and oiled properly for our clients' experience. And then I love this product. I don't have it on the storefront at this point, but if you check the description, by the time you see this video, I should have these where I can get some kind of discount for it. And if not, you know, I'm still working on it. But this company is called Reserve, #1 Reserve. It smells like, if you're familiar with high-end fragrances, it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. And every time I spray this on my clients, they love it, man. They comes with a pump feature, and it sprays. It dispenses just the right amount of spray on the clients. All right. And so I love this. I love the smell, and my clients do too. And that, you know, that taps into those 5 senses. Smell is one of them. And although I have the studio smelling a certain way, I like my clients to leave and for them to go out and about. And at least if they love it, but also, you know, you never know. They may go to the store, stop to the gas station, and somebody may smell them first, and it may direct their attention towards the haircut. All right, because, you know, your clients are a walking billboard. And so having that walking billboard smell good is going to also bring some kind of attraction towards your work, because you never know. They may smell it, look at that cut, it's blazing, it looks good, sharp lines, blurry fade, and you don't want to let your work go to waste. So you want to make sure that you have a fragrance at the end of the haircut to draw just that much of attention and also give your clients an experience. Let's move on to some of the products I use. I'm not going to show all of them, but I do have this little station that I picked up from Burlington, I believe. And it allows me to have some access to things because this entertainment system is, you know, something I picked up. Is not actually for this purpose, but it fits the purpose. You know what I mean? I like to have a big space to work from and that is organized. And because of it, you know, I want to have something that compartmentalizes all of the products that I use. And, you know, I have these drawers here that have different functions. Obviously, I got my razors in here. You know, shout out to Raw and Uncut. You know, this is one of the best blades on the market. I use either this one, right? You know, minority owned product. You know, I like to rep any product that is high quality and that is minority owned. And also I like the bevel. All right, these are the two razor blades that I use for comfort, for sharpness, and, you know, just, you know, to give my clients a better experience. Also, I don't know if y'all seen this. It may look like, was it like eyeliner or some kind of makeup? It's not. I like to use this one. Comes out like this. I'll put it right here. All right. And normally I'll put a not as thick of as a line, but I want you guys to see it. And normally I have gloves on, so this will be on top of a glove normally. And then, you know, I use this brush to bring some contrast to the lineup instead of using a pencil. And with that product, I have 3 different hues. It's called Liquid Shape. It's got medium, light, and dark for whatever complexion that you're trying to bring some contrast to. So I like to keep that in that drawer. And there we go. Perfect way to use this particular attachment and having a cloth, terry cloth available right here on the station. Also, this is my junk drawer, but I keep some of my tools in here for, you know, quick adjustments if I need to make adjustments to my tools, screwdrivers. I also have a digital gapper or a zero gapper device. I got this from Elite Clipper Mod. Shout out to Darren. All right. You screw your blade here, basically screw your blade on here, and it allows these two knobs to push it up into place. I normally use it with a digital microscope so that I can kind of get down to the nitty gritty, like the specific details. If you guys want like a tutorial on that, I will have it coming up shortly for any video. If you want a video like that, put it in the comment section. I can actually break that down and show you how to digital gap your tools or zero gap your tools for like the optimal sharpness. And you know, I did a lot of school for that, and I'm okay with like sharing that knowledge with you guys. All right, let's talk about what else is on my arsenal up here. I like to use this. You can see I've been using it, Flex Foam. All right, so this can be used for a shampoo service that's in the chair. It's heat activated. One hot towel will dissipate the actual foam and the soap, and also the impurities and build up in the, you know, on the scalp. And so I like to do this service as like a quick express shampoo service if the hair is just a little like dry scalp, or if it's just a little soiled and you just want to get it free of like some of the impurities. Now, if it's like a lot of caked up, if they have some kind of dermatitis or something like that, this ain't gonna work. All right, you would have to take them to the shampoo bowl. But again, these are all services. All right, giving a free shampoo in 2024, I recommend that you charge. All right, I charge for this particular service. I charge $15 extra. All right, and it takes me about 5 minutes to do. So shout out to the Titan team, Flex. All right, and if you're interested in getting a tutorial on this, put it in the comment section. And also, it's very simple. You take a exfoliation glove, you apply the product, and you rub it on the areas of the hair for the client. All right, once you do that, you get a hot towel, steam, and you go ahead and get that steaming hot towel and you wrap that area of the head for a 15-second hold, and everything comes off with that hot towel. That's why it's called heat activated. All right, if you're interested in buying this or you want a tutorial, let me know in the comments. And also, you can use code Legacy10 and for checkout to get yourself 10% off of the final sale. Also, now I don't have an affiliate link for this product, but it's called Pro Shave Solution, and I like to use this because even though I'm using a hot towel or steamer, I like to use this because it allows me to go in and shave and do everything I need to do without even a hot towel shave. Also, it has mint and different other essential oils built into it that gives a tingling sensation. It's kind of an exhilarating sensation for the clients, and they love. I get a lot of compliments for this one, and this is something that won't leave my arsenal, and I think it's very effective. Also, the Dragon Spray here, I got a bundle of it. You can see I've been using it in abundance because it's almost out. I gotta switch the bottles out. But this is an aloe vera solution. It detangles, it gives the hair hydration, and is also very healthy for the client's skin and hair. And I like to use this. I use this often, particularly like for something like this. If I'm doing like a curl sponge style fade or a taper, and I wanna kind of like detangle it first to pick it out, because I like to detangle before I do anything. Like you guys be doing all kind of like high top styles like this and y'all just don't pick it out, and I think it takes away from the service. You know, pick it out. Let your clients know that you're gonna be thorough with them, all right? And being thorough, you know, you wanna pick it out and go ahead and style them correctly, all right? And so I like to use this for that purpose, just to start the styling, and then I'll grab something like Taraji P. Henson's Curls for Days. It's also very healthy for the client. It has mango seed butter, coconut oil, and I like to just keep my client's health at the foremost importance, and it's very effective. It has a little bit of a hold, you know, you just apply a little bit on top and use your curl sponge as style, right? Let's move over. Also, if you do content, you're a content creator, you want to have an area where you can put your camera. All right, if you get to the point where you have the budget for a camera, then this may be an option for you. I bought this suction right here and this is designed to attach to a vehicle, or it has a pump function over here where you can pump this. You put it there and you pump it down like this, and it secures itself to your mirror or whatever flat surface that you're using. Now, I'm shooting right here with a Sony a7 IV. I think is great for somebody that's intermediate, maybe even beginner, if you have some idea of like how to use a camera. And right now, this is what I use. So if you've seen any of my YouTube videos, this is what I've been shooting from. All right, and obviously I got it lined up with my chair right here. Also, I do have this particular camera in my affiliate link. You can check the description. I can't offer you a discount, but if you're looking for one and you want to look up the information for it, is actually there. And anything that you purchase from my affiliate link, I do receive some kind of benefit from it, but it helps the channel and helps me to put out quality content. And so I would appreciate you guys if you use the link. So moving on, I have a airbrush here. Now, I don't know, I like cordless airbrushes, but we're talking about longevity, and if you're a barber, it lasts 3 months, sometimes it lasts like 9 months, and then you have to get a new one and change out the gun. I don't have this problem with a corded airbrush, so I always like to keep this on hand. And now at this point, unless I'm traveling, I keep this right on my station, and this is what I use. All right, I would try to give you an expert advice, right? If you're using an airbrush and you wonder why it's clogging, one of the reasons why it's clogging is because you have the reservoir that's at the top. If your reservoir is at the top, then what's happening is, even if you kind of clean it out or you dump it out at the end of the day, that residual dye that's in the base of that reservoir is seeping to locations that's going to cause a block. So it's better to use an airbrush that has a reservoir that's at the bottom, because everything drips out. Okay, so expert advice right there. You go ahead, and if it helps you, I would love to hear it. Put it in the comment section. All right, moving on to my product cabinet right here. I got a lot of products that you can tell that I use, and it's good to just have it right here next to me, and I can grab anything out of here whenever I need it. Also, I love the detail in this. This is a entertainment center, but one of the reasons I bought it is because it has a sleek design. It has lights, LEDs that light up, showcasing like my teal design, my teal color palette that I have in the studio. So it's good to have a high gloss storage cabinet that is appealing to my client's eye. All right, moving on to cameras. We got cameras, the Sony FX6. We also have the a7 IV. This is another one I use. I know you heard about it. It's called the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Very effective camera. I really suggest it. It's in my influencer link. 4K. If you don't have this, then you're missing out. All right. So if you want like a tutorial on this and how I use it, let me know in the comment section. All right. Surveillance is key. We ain't gonna show too much of this, but I like to keep an eye on everything that's going on around me, keep everybody safe. Let's move on to my station here. Of course, I keep my remotes here. Sometimes I keep them over there for the clients to to be able to change the channel and watch whatever they want. But I like to keep colognes here. Some clients come in and they want they're going somewhere, they're going to an event. And so I like to, have these fragrances for them right here at a grab. And it's very important. That's another part of that experience that I was talking about, right? My favorite up here, I would say, would be the Alt brand. The Farage is the version of Sauvage, okay? $30, I believe it is on their website. The rest of these, they cost a little bit, and they all have their own reason why we use it. I like to go off of whatever they're wearing, and so this is something that you want to have in your studio if you're going for an experience. All right, let's go up here. I have a diffuser here. It smells just like Baccarat Rouge 540. It's one of my favorite scents, and I try to keep that smell in the shop. Let's move on to I got this award from shout out to Charles Smith here in El Paso, Texas. He is a fashion guru, and he owns Gentleman's Boutique. he saw fit that I got an award that I was very gracious to get in 2018, and I, was able to be recognized for some of my efforts in the community. And so shout out to him for giving me this award, prestigious award. All right, I got Best of Night for an event that I participated in during the 2017 Hair Massacre here, a local big barber event in El Paso. I did like a clean high top fade, and I competed in the traditional haircut category. All right, and so I got Best of Night right there. This is my first one. I think it's my prize one. Now these are my favorite two. I have a couple more in the house, but this is my favorite one because when I was in barber college, I went up against steep competition, and I was able to come out with some hardware. And I feel like, if you've been thinking about going to a barber battle or being a part of an event, if they've been saying that you are the best in XYZ city, I feel like you should throw your hat in the ring and to be able to say, hey, look, I have the accolades to support, that I am the best. You know what I mean? And you ain't got to say it, let somebody else say it. And this is how somebody else see it. You got physical hardware that shows it. I got this actual award awarded from Jay Majors. All right, and I was appreciative, man. Like just coming in out of barber college and to take on some hardware was amazing. Get you one of these. You ain't got a license, go to school. Get you one of these. It's gonna do you well. Now, I'm not knocking unlicensed barber, but at some point you got to get educated formally, and you could be doing worse things. But I always recommend that you go ahead and seek higher education, all right? Let's talk about some of my art I got on the wall. Obviously, I love the finer things, and, I cater to a lot of clients that do. And so, to have a representation of that in the shop in a way that, speaks and shows as art is, what I'm all about. The man who has no imagination has no rings, all right? This is a quote from Muhammad Ali, one of my inspirations. And I always like to showcase Black excellence and some of my icons in my place, just to keep everything into perspective for myself as well as my clients. Work hard, stay humble. That's one of the mantras that I live by. I feel like, man, if you're working hard, you can be humble enough to let others see the greatness in you. And and that's that humility factor. If you gotta say it, then maybe you're not as you're not as good as you think you are. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like make that put your prestige in others, but also just be humble and wait for your opportunities. All right, be yourself, man. This is my crown jewel for all of my art pieces. I was actually gifted this from one of my clients back in 2018 when I opened my shop, Legacy Barber Studio LLC, and it features this art piece was done by a military veteran's wife, and she was able to take pieces of vinyl and put it into a tapestry of art. Here we have ammunition shells here, 5.56. If you're familiar with some ammunition, this is like M16 ammo. And then we have Army Award brackets. You've seen Army Award uniforms, those ribbons that's on the uniforms. This is the brackets that they sit on. So, me being a veteran, having some elements of hip hop and also, my military background in one piece of art, it kind of just speaks to me. And, I cater to a lot of military veterans and current military soldiers and, service members. And so a lot of them notice some of the details in this, and I get a lot of compliments on this piece. So that's what's up right there. Don't hate what you don't understand. This is actually a quote from Nas, and that's why I had to have some elements of Nas in here. And it is a mantra I go by as well. You don't know what nobody's going through. You can't relate your experiences to somebody else's when you don't know. So, I like to have this in here because I want people to understand that, to be open-minded and be willing to take in perspective people's, identities, etc. So, that's very important to me. As you've seen, like, hip hop is very important to me. It's one of the things that I was raised on. And so, I like to collect little memorabilia. Everybody got pops, but You know, Biggie being one of my main, you know, influences. I like to have some elements of hip hop culture. Here I got Lil Wayne, and I like her, you know, R&B, you know, Lil Run DMC. I gotta find Run though. That's what I'm missing from this trio right here. And then down here I got Biggie. And so, yeah, one of my collections right there. I got a lot more, but this is what I have on display here in the shop. Then I gotta have my fridge for refreshments. And of course, in my fridge, you know, I got some items in here. I got whiskey for the grown-ups. I got some wine down there, some juice, waters, and then I got some beers back here. And then right next to it, I got some rehab energy drinks in case somebody, you know, they need a little pick-me-up. I love to have an open form, like U-shaped, like sectional. It's kind of modular, so each piece kind of moves around. It allows me to move this around. Like if I'm playing chess right here on my chess station, you know, it gives me some flexibility to play, give my clients some flexibility to move around. And, you know, it's good to have a modular setup like this. You know, I always said back, you know, a few years ago, I went to a shop that had a couch, had a sectional, and I was tired. So, you know, I was able to lay down and wait. And even though I had to wait a couple hours, you know, I was able to rack out. And I always like, you know, when I open my shop, I'm gonna have a comfortable section for my clients to lay in. And I think that's a part of the experience as well. Let's talk about this smart table. Now I have this Sobro smart table. I had it for about a year now. This is something I've been looking at for like years, right? It has a lot of built-in features. Namely, we can turn on different lights. It has an LED feature here. Now I keep it protected because it's not tempered glass, it can scratch easily. So I just kind of keep it protected, but it has a lot of functions here. It serves as a speaker, it has LED lights in it, and it has some storage functions here. It also has a refrigerator, right? And so I got clients that want to have some refreshments. So I got some water in here in case my clients, you know, they want some water and they can sit here in comfort and grab them a water. And, you know, I think that's, you know, ideal for my client's experience, okay? So let's talk about this chess set right here. I've had this chess set for years, and it's crazy how many people play chess. And there's been some intense battles right here within this section. And, you know, I was raised playing chess. I've been playing chess since 9 years old. So, you know, I can appreciate it. It's a thinking man's game. And, you know, it's just great to see the battles that take place right here in this very area right here. And so, yeah, man, like I could be up here cutting and I could see everything that's going on right here. And man, you know, if you don't know how to play chess, put it in the comment section, man. Like, we got to talk about it. All right, so let's move on to the next section, all right? Let's talk about my display here, right? So, man, you know I got to have the fireplace. I mean, it changes different colors and stuff, so I can kind of fit any mood that I want. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I like to have that there. Just bring some warmth and some, you know, comfort to my clients. I got some displays here on both sides. Egyptian culture, Queen Nefertiti. We have the ancient, you know, artistry, and then we also have that, you know, rose gold tapestry. King Tut. I like to have some green, some earthiness. Now these ain't real, but you know, I like to have some symmetry or whatever. And a lot of people comment on this design. And, you know, I pretty much did it myself. So, you know, I'm very proud of it. All right, let's go to this section over here. I obviously try to incorporate some of the culture. All right, of course, I got Africa showing, being some of the roots that I come from. And we got some products here. Back here, I got me and my wife. And this product is gonna go somewhere else later on. But I got my wife and I, you know, that's my girl. Shout out to my wife, Yvonne. And then this is when we open our shop. And my daughter here, this is my whole family, my dad, my mom, my wife, sisters. So, and then we got some storage down here, but you know, most of these have some clippers in it. Try to keep some new items on hand. And yeah, let's talk about the smart functions in the shop, right? This iRobot carpet is, man, it's kind of a game changer for me. It keeps a lot of my work down. every 9 o'clock every morning. It goes around and does its job, and it goes right back home. I can command it. This being a smart studio, I can command it to do a job. If I say leave work early for the day, I could just go ahead and do a voice command to get this going, doing its job. And you know, I love it. All right, guys, so let's talk about, you know, my chair. This is actually the thing that my clients most compliment me with. It's something that I've been looking at for years. I had this in my last shop, and I wanted to bring it here and create my design. So everything, the color scheme was actually designed off of this chair. It's very comfortable. I'm able to turn this around effortlessly and lay my clients back. And the color scheme, man, let's just talk about that rose gold, right? The rose gold pattern is unlike any other gold or silver palette. It still gives that element of, you know, elegance, of royalty, all right? Without it being synonymous with everybody else. I wanted something that could stand out and something that nobody's seen, a color scheme that nobody's seen. And so, yeah, I love this thing. This is my crown jewel of my shop. And this is the reason why everybody comes here to my station. All right, guys, so another thing that people often forget is the detail of the bathroom. Let's talk about the facilities. Follow me. All right, so automatically when my clients come into my bathroom, the lights automate, all right? That's a part of that smart feature that I was talking about, all right? And so because this is a smaller setup situation, I have an angled mirror, angled sink and everything. And you know, it gives more space to the overall bathroom and design. So let's talk about the color scheme. You got silver and black. Originally my whole studio was this color, but you know, once I switched it up in there, I switched it up. I kept this the same because I like this elegance in here. Now we got an LED mirror, turns on, turns off. And we have the same thing over here. Turns on, turns off, pushing a button. All right, allows somebody to get a full aspect of their fit and they look. They could step in, get their hair cut real close, up and personal, and step back and admire everything that happened in Legacy Studio. All right, so let's talk about some of the amenities in here. As you can see, this is almost empty, but I like to keep lotion, plenty of lotion, some beard oil, and also Q-tips and mouthwash. We got disposable cups in case you came in here, you know, you want to get right. And then also we have the same design from the inside of the studio with that, just trying to get a reminiscence of that Egyptian theme that we got going on. Mahogany teak wood elements, and also we have our diffusers up here at the top. A little splash of nature up here. All right, let's talk about this blow dryer. Client washes their hands and they can seamlessly blow their hair, dry their hands off. All right, and you know, it's just a hygienic experience. All right, so let's talk about the art in here. Flu game season right here, man. I love this shop since I was a kid, coming from Chicago, and so I had to have some elements of Chicago in the shop. Let's talk about our branding up here. We got one of my personalized original towels that I gave out to all my clients, and this is the last one. This is actually the color scheme for my last shop. So I just wanted to memorialize, you know, that color scheme from my last logo and shop, and just to bring back some of the elements of our brand from its beginning and its inception. All right, guys, so that's all I got. You've seen the whole studio. So it's time for me to get rolling, and I need y'all to come on with me. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Until next time.
You can't fall without us.